Hey guys, how's it going? This is BillyEatWorld, and today we're taking a look at the Gol Magnum sniper rifle. When this rifle was introduced with the Second Assault DLC, it quickly became the go-to sniper rifle of many players, and it really shook up the sniper rifle class for a number of reasons. Some people think this gun is good but balanced, and other people think it's just downright overpowered. I'm actually inclined to agree with the second group because this gun is clearly the best bolt action in the game, and it actually makes other weapons irrelevant in an already imbalanced class. But anyway, let's take a look at the stats and see why. The Gol Magnum is a standard bolt-action rifle, meaning that it has a standing ADS spread of 0, a moving ADS of 1.5, a terrible hipfire spread of 5, and only a very slight vertical recoil of 0.25. There's only a few guns in the sniper rifle class which stray from these standard stats, and even then they only do so modestly. The real stats that set sniper rifles apart from each other are muzzle velocity, rate of fire, magazine capacity, and damage. Now, this is where the Gol Magnum starts to show its teeth because it has exceptional stats in all of these categories except magazine capacity. It deals 100 damage out to 12.5 meters, which drops off to its minimum damage of 59 at 150 meters. This translates into a 2-shot kill at all ranges, or a 1-shot kill if you land a headshot at any range, or a shot to the chest within 12.5 meters. This damage model is in line with the harder hitting sniper rifles like the SRR-61 and the M98B. The Gol fires very fast at 60 RPM, which is as fast as the M40A5 and almost as fast as the Scout Elite. It also fires every shot at a reasonably fast 580 meters per second, so it's not too hard to compensate for bullet drop and moving targets with the Gol either. The problem with this weapon is that with this combination of stats, it dominates nearly every other sniper rifle in all of these categories. Out of a field of 11 bolt actions currently in-game, it's the second fastest firing, it has the 5th fastest muzzle velocity, and the best damage model. The only stats that attempt to balance out this weapon are its low magazine capacity of 6 and its slower than average reload time. If an AR or a carbine had half the magazine capacity of the rest of the weapons in its class, it'd be a big problem, but this isn't a big issue for a bolt action. Sniping is about precise and accurate shooting, so if you're a good shot, 6 rounds should be more than enough. It certainly was for the M98B back in Battlefield 3. So if you take its capacity out of the equation, the Gol beats everything but the SRR-61, the M98B, the FYJS and the Scout Elite in every category that matters. Unless you care about aesthetics, or if you really need those extra 5 rounds to spare, there really isn't much reason to use half the bolt actions now. So needless to say, this weapon performs very well in-game. It's basically the best close-quarter sniper rifle in the game, and it hands down beats anything but the M98B and the SRR-61 at long range. So what attachments would I suggest for this gun? Well, considering it's pretty good at any range, for an optic I'd suggest anything from the 4x ACOG scope up to the 8x with the 14x variable zoom. The straight pull bolt is much more effective than the bipod for the Gol, and will really let you take advantage of its high rate of fire by eliminating the need to zoom out to rechamber a round. And as for the rest of the attachments on this gun, I'm not really a fan of the candid iron sights or the rangefinder. I'd probably prefer to run with a variable zoom on this gun instead. A good secondary and the PLD will do the job of the other 2 attachments anyway, so they're not really that necessary to begin with. The tac light and laser will also do very little except give your position away, so honestly I don't think it's worth running with any of them. But anyway, my final thoughts on the Gol Magnum is that this is a good gun and I enjoy using it, but it's probably a little too good. I don't like the idea of any weapon which completely trumps another weapon in the game, and surely the definition of overpowered would be a gun that trumps almost every other weapon in its class. Everyone was calling for the Ace-23 to be nerfed in the first few months after launch, and it has quite a few disadvantages when compared to other ARs. I'm actually really surprised more people haven't called for the Gol to be nerfed yet, because if anything, it's a bit like if an AEK had the recoil pattern of an M416 and reloaded faster than an M16A4. I think maybe it's too late for DICE to make any real adjustments to this gun though, so we may just be stuck with it how it is. If so, it's safe to say that you and I both are bound to get killed by it countless times in the future, because you can bet the majority of recons will be using it more often than not. But anyway, let me know what you think of the Gol in the comment section below. And as always, if you like what you see, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. And if you haven't already, please check out all my other Battlefield 4 videos. I've got them all linked in a playlist in the description below. And if you have any suggestions for weapons or loadouts that you'd like to see in upcoming videos on this channel, then let me know in the comments of this video or send me a tweet on Twitter at BillyEatWorld. But until next time guys, see you later and have a good one.